Welcome to Whole Food Freedom, our first event. It's the 30th of August, 2017. So welcome. Thanks everyone for jumping on to support Evie tonight. I'm super excited to be able to launch her and to have some of our amazing team share their product and business stories with you. So for those that don't know me, I'm Stacey. I live in Coffs Harbour on the mid-north coast. I'm currently, I'm originally from Russell in the Bay of Islands, which is in New Zealand. I'm a stay-at-home mum. I have a 2-year-old son who just caught me off guard just then. And we are lucky to be 15 weeks pregnant with a second child. We are a FIFO family. As I said, Daddy is home at the moment, but he leaves it at 1 o'clock in the morning to head back to work. So that's where we met in the mining industry about 4 years ago. And I first heard about Juice Plus through a girlfriend of mine, Rachel. And immediately it just made sense. I was all about loving and caring for my body. Ever since I got pregnant with Kate, I realised the respect that I should have always had, but never did. And I wanted to take control of my health and honour my body like it deserved. I also had a very fussy toddler. I'm sure many of us can relate. And was constantly in a state of anxiety over whether he was eating enough and whether I was providing him with the right nutrition. So within a few weeks of starting the products, I noticed massive differences, and I was hooked. It was in my energy, in my sleep quality, my clarity, my food choices. I remember being down at the farmer's market just within 2 weeks, just getting all this fresh produce and being so happy about it. And so subsequently, that obviously changed my mood. My partner noticed positive changes there, and in my body image, I was able to lose some weight that I was holding on to, and so I was hooked. And I also obviously noticed changes in Cade and my partner. We were all just eating a much better diet and more whole foods. So that mummy guilt and mummy worry went out the window. So my question to you tonight, if you were able to include 30 different fruit, veggies and berries in your diet every day, what would you expect to feel? Energy, vitality, immunity, better immunity, internal health, that sleep quality that I spoke about, clarity of mind, hair, skin, nails, better balance in your body, because it feeds areas of our body that are lacking, creating more lean muscle, and as a result that that encourages fat loss as a benefit. Those reduced cravings, once you crowd out that crap, you flood your body with the good and you naturally crave more. So enough about me. I'm lucky enough to introduce you to our amazing products tonight. I'm going to start with the JBT program, which has been written and prepared by our leaders and consists of over 200, nearing 300 now, I think, with the new value that Kira has added recently with the Wholesome Kids Guide. And she's about to drop a Father's Day recipe booklet as well, so that's pretty exciting. They are whole food based, which means the goodness starts with what we're consuming. And there are many deprivation-free recipes, like we all trialled at the beautiful high tea that we hosted at Olivia's house the other day. Lots of clean treats, super delicious. So the JBT program is about building a better body through nutrition. Plain and simple. It's about creating a healthy lifestyle for the long term. It's not a quick fix or a bad diet. It's not about weight loss. It's about the energy and the gratitude and the motivation and getting the most out of our bodies, body, mind and spirit, which I know that Evie appreciates. So we have our capsules. They are whole food. They are a whole food product. They are our berries, our veggies, and our fruit. They're 30 hand-picked, vine-ripened fruit, veggies, and berries. They're pulped, slowly dehydrated, desiccated into a powder, and then encapsulated into a vegan capsule, which is great in this day and age because we're all about that. And these are our micronutrients. We like to say they're like the oil for our bodies. They heal our bodies on that cellular level. And the best way to think about it, I like to express it to people, is it's like having 2 to 3 green smoothies every day without that mess, fuss, or sugar. And they're definitely not designed to replace meals. They're designed to bridge that gap between what we're eating and what we should be eating, because research suggests that we should be having 7 to 13 serves of fruit, veggies, and berries every day in our diet. If you can eat the foods listed on the label and you can read them quite clearly, then you can take our capsule, even during pregnancy and breastfeeding, which is great for me because when I first fell pregnant with Kate, I was trialing another product, and unfortunately there were things that I couldn't take in them, and they are actually still in my cupboard today. I don't know why I'm keeping them, but I should just check them out, really. So the products create that craveability. They're designed by nature, which means they're recognised by our body and absorbed directly into our bloodstream. So no waste there, no fluoro-we, as we like to talk about, with the normal vitamins, you have that fluoro-we. So I've noticed lots of benefits that we spoke about before, better concentration, better mental health, the list just goes on. So that leads me on to our Kids Chews. So Juice Plus is known, our veggies, berries, and they're super yummy. I snack on them all the time at the moment to curb that sweet tooth I've got. So yeah, we're known as the company with a heart, and we conduct the largest observational children's study in the world, which is called the Children's Health Study. It's in over 27 different countries, I believe, and over 1 million children have enjoyed our products free to date. So this means that our kids are getting 17 different fruit and veggies in their system with a participating adult on our program. So you can, it doesn't have to be in your family unit. You can sponsor any child, a child down the street if you wish, which is amazing. What a great gift, the gift of, health and wealth. So research shows that kids are missing less days of school, they're concentrating better, and craving more fruit and veg. What more could you want? And for me, our kids are our future. I'm feeding them a diet full of nutrient-dense foods is the foundation to a life full of, love, health, and happiness, which I'm all about. Sweetened naturally with organic root cane and tapioca syrup. They're seriously delicious. They're like a gummy lolly, but they're just good for you. So perfect for a mid-afternoon snack or any time of the day, really. Now, finally, I have our complete shakes. So they're a vegan superfood powder, and they're available in Dutch chocolate and my personal favourite, the French vanilla. I know Krista on here likes this one. We need to do the swap, babe. And these are our macronutrients. Now, they are our carbs, fats, and proteins that our body requires. And we like to think of that as our fuel for our bodies. Again, they're not designed to replace a meal. I do choose to replace my breakfast from time to time with one of the shakes, but I do load it up with, a shitload of vegetables, and extra fruit, nuts, mint, whatever is in my whole food pantry. And my whole family loves them, so it's a win-win there. I was a chronic breakfast skipper, as I'm sure many are. we're time poor and we just run out the door without really fueling our body. So these are an awesome way to get a highly nutritious breakfast, and it really keeps me sustained until lunchtime. They're super versatile too. So I use them in pancakes, slices, protein balls. You can make ice creams with them, and a range of the clean treats that we had on offer at our high tea recently also had the vegan superfood powder in them, which just gives them that extra nutrient boost. They contain niacin, which I was told by a friend of mine is like this unheard of wonder drug, and vitamin D, which they're awesome for mental health, and so perfect for pre and post workout. So what I love about Juice Plus is the simplicity. It's made with incredible integrity. It's got a massive amount of whole food and quality ingredients. And even on a good day, there is no way I could be getting 30 different fruit, veggies and berries, and then 20 different superfoods and 8 additional veggies in my diet or in my family's diet. So I love knowing that it's an amazing foundation every single day. Convenient, no mess, no fuss, no sugar, and super cheap. You know, you can get it for less than a coffee a day. So I know what I should be eating. I know what I do eat, and Juice Plus just bridges that gap for me and my family. It really is our daily boost. So enough about that. We're going to hear what we love to do is bring our products to life for you. It's so diverse in how it's changing people's lives. And tonight we have the lovely Leanne sharing her product story. So Leanne, if you'd like to come off mute and just tell us how Juice Plus came into your life, why it made sense to you, how long you've been on the products for, and the benefits you've experienced for you and your family, that would be super amazing.
Hi everyone, hope you're all having a good evening tonight. My name's Leanne. I'm a mum of 3 beautiful girls. They're 9, 7 and 5, so growing up way too quickly. I've been on the products for about 8 months now, and I was introduced through Krista, from a friend that was an old school friend, so I've known for quite some time, which has been really good. So these are my girls. Okay, off we go. I started on Juice Plus because I was stressed. I lacked energy. I was a bit of a zombie mummy. And I used to snack heaps on sugary foods in the afternoon just to keep me going and sort of get through the afternoon. I used to also skip breakfast because I was getting kids ready for school in the mornings, running around, and just didn't have the time to sit down and actually eat breakfast. So I've started each day now on the complete shakes, which I love each morning. And I love being able to have 17 superfoods each morning just to start the day, and the energy that I get from them is awesome. And also the variety that I can do in terms of changing them up with fruits and the veggies. And I've just started having green smoothies, which is something that's a bit different for me. So I love those, which has been really nice. And the kids really like them too. In the afternoons, I find they come home from school and snack on them in terms of have a smoothie, in terms of rather than snacking on all junk food or anything like that. And they don't actually ask for anything else, which has been really good in terms of our shopping anyway.
They're really yummy.
I could rave seriously all day about all the benefits that I get from them, but some of the ones that I've found is my weight stabilised. I'm a bit of a stressor, so I also either snack on sugary foods or don't eat much at all, and I've found since being on the products that everything's just stabilised and I'm not up, down as much with my weight, which has been, for me, a really amazing thing. My skin has actually cleared. I'm not getting hormonal pimples or anything like that anymore, and I actually feel a lot more toned, which has been really good. My hair grows really quickly, which has been really nice. I've got less brain fog in the mornings and during the day, and I actually remember stuff a lot better, which has been wonderful in terms of keeping up with what kids keep telling me as I'm running fast doing stuff, which has been wonderful. And I don't crave. I used to keep a little jar of chocolates in my room in terms of hidden away from the kids, so it was just mine. I actually don't go looking for those sorts of things anymore. I actually crave the fruit and veg. So that's been, for me, a massive difference. I also sleep better. The energy, as I mentioned before, I absolutely love, which has been really good. My girls are on the fruit and veg chews as well, and I've noticed that their concentration has been really good. They actually come looking for fruit out of the fruit bowl as well as the shakes and stuff like that, which has been really good. And their teachers have actually commented on how much more focused they actually seem in class in their last midterm reports, which for a mum, that's a bit of a proud moment. So that's pretty good. And my eldest actually went on a school excursion recently and actually made sure she took them with her. That's how much the kids actually enjoy having them, and she made a point of saying she didn't want to miss out, so which has been good. And my partner is actually he got a bit of a bald spot, and he got a big kick out of the fact that he used the clippers the other day and he can actually see where he's clipping now. His hair's thickening up, so for him that's a big plus. He keeps raving about that one, so which has been really good. The other thing that I really enjoy is the fact the program, like the recipes that we can, it's so easy to include those in our lifestyle, and they're easy to make, and the kids are actually really enjoying them, and we've got quite a few favourites which we really love, so we're definitely going to keep trying a few different ones and experimenting with them, which has been great, but definitely going to be on it for life. It's something that I couldn't imagine not having now at all, so definitely, yeah, it's going to be life is basically with that one. So, yeah. So thank you for listening.
Awesome, Leanne. Life is hashtag
Yep.
life is. And I totally love that your partner is experiencing hair growth. I think.
Yeah, he's got a kick out of it. He loves his hair. Yeah.
Because he's a little bald on top too. So I'll have to look out for that. It's funny, and I don't know if it's in my head, but I'm pretty sure my eyelashes have grown. It's hard to really to measure that. How do you measure that? But anyway, love also that the kids are and the teachers are commenting on the concentration for your children. I also know a girlfriend within my team whose son just received a Merit Award for his concentration. So there really is some great testimonials around regarding that. So now we're going to switch gears a little. We're going to talk a little bit about the mission of Juice Plus, the company and the business. For me, at the start, it really didn't make a lot of sense. I didn't really get it. I thought you had to go out, and sell, and I had a huge fear around that. The girl who wrote and all her buddies made a massive list, hunted them down and ticked them off. And then lost all of your friends in the process. I just didn't want to be one of those types of people. So I was super skeptical, and I had many, many misconceptions around the business itself. But what I've learned is that it's anything but that. And what I love, 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 love is that I get to work with a bunch of empowered and super supportive women. A work environment like none other I've experienced before. I've come from a mining background and one of few women. And so this is a blessing. It really is. And tonight I'm beyond excited to get to introduce you to the gorgeous Evie, who you've all come along to see and support, who's launching your business. And I love that I get to share this journey with such a beautiful soul. And that I get to share this incredible opportunity with Evie. So Evie, if you'd like to take yourself
Hey.
Tell us where you were before Juice Plus, how it came into your life, why it made sense to you, babe, and what gets you excited for the future.
Cool. Thank you so much, guys. Stacey, that was awesome. And Leanne, nice to meet you over Zoom and hear your story. That was really cool. So I've been on using the Juice Plus capsules for only about 5 weeks now. And I first heard about them from Danny Jones. Dan, I think you're on here now, which was so cool. And I looked into them straight away because I think sort of some of you would know that I suffer from really extreme eczema, and that's just been my thing through life, which has been really awful. So when someone goes out of their way to say this might help, I always look into it. And at the time, I sort of didn't have the funds, and I thought, I just didn't straight away go into it. And then I had beautiful Krista, who's a client of mine, tell me a bit about it. And I sort of thought, here's 2 people come to me saying that there's been amazing results for eczema. And I already had not much energy and was just feeling pretty average. So I thought, I'm just going to give it a go, one to try things. So, and I'm so glad I did. Really stoked, not just for my eczema, it's really helped clear it up a lot. It hasn't cured it. It's very much hormonal, but it's helped a huge amount, which is so cool. So I've been on the Juice Plus capsules for about 5 weeks, and Krista got me onto them, and Dan, thanks Dan. And so I suppose just from everything I've noticed, in the first week, I really noticed my energy. I wasn't having the typical 3:30 slump. I'd just absolutely die around that time and have to go and get a coffee pretty much, right? Just feel shattered. So I wasn't getting that, and my skin cleared up so much, which was really cool. And then sort of as time goes on, I've noticed so many different things. I always used to wake up through the night. Now I sleep soundly through the night. And then Tyler as well, my partner, who is so funny. He's such a skeptic with things like these, and I literally had to pretty much force him to take them. But he's more convinced than me now. He just loves them. If he doesn't take them, he says, that was a really tough day, I feel really tired, and then he knows why. So it's really cool. We're both feeling really, really good. And then what just makes me, it's such a no-brainer, a bit like what beautiful Stacey was saying, to join the business. I just thought, I've seen such a huge result in a month, so I'd love to share it with people, friends and family. And it's just so nice, I suppose, from my background of being a skincare therapist, to have something that can make people feel really good on the inside rather than just good on the outside. It's nice to nurture them, but also pass on a product that really works, that's just whole food, fruit, veggies and berries. So that's my story.
I love that. Good for you on the inside and the outside. Look at you go. The whole package.
Thanks, Dave.
You really are, though. I was lucky enough to get a massage for my birthday, and it was possibly the best I've ever had. If ever you're looking for a masseuse, go and see Evie. It's a different sort of feel, but definitely well worth it. So we are now going to go to you, Case. I think Case is going to debunk a few myths around the whole pyramid selling thing, and also help you to understand the ripple effect, or the power of numbers in this business and how it can organically grow. Over to you, Case.
Hi, can you hear me all right? Yep, cool. Hi, I'm Casey. I'm down in Coffs Harbour, same where Stacey and Krista are from. I am going to show you, if you can see this, just about the pyramid scheme. So when I first heard about the business, it did make me look into that whole pyramid scheme that I didn't realise has been illegal for a very, very long time. But I'm just going to show you a little bit about that. I'm going to use Big W as an example because I've worked there. So in the traditional business, you have one person at the top who's the CEO, only one. And to get there, it's quite hard and takes quite a long time. So under that, you'd have the area managers. Under them, you would have store managers. Then you've got department managers. And you've got the staff. So to start down here as a staff member and work your way up, not only is there only a certain amount of people in your store that can be these managers, but you're also competing against your peers that you work with. So it just doesn't seem fun to try and move up, and especially when only one person is ever going to be the CEO. So over in our business, the best part of it is we all start down here as a virtual franchisee. And there is the levels that you move up. I won't go through them all. MD. To the top, which is the National Marketing Director. Not one person is that. We all help each other and work together to all get up to National Marketing Director. So there's not just like here, one person that can reach the top. Everybody has that opportunity and that chance to work together as a team, not competing with each other, not challenging each other, but working together and getting there. That's what I loved about it when I looked into it. It's just, and it's all about sharing. So I'm just going to show you with the power of numbers how you can grow your business and how quickly it can grow with just sharing what you've been taught to others. So if you were to share your business with 2 people and you taught those 2 people to share with just 2 people, you've got 4. Those 4 people share it with 2, you've got 8 on your team. They share it with 2, 16. Those 16 people share it with 2, you've got 32 people. You've gone from just starting off with teaching and sharing 2 people to do the same as what you've done to a business of 32 people. It's pretty cool. If you were just going to take that a little bit extra, share it with 3 more. So you've shared it with 5. And you did the same thing, just sharing, teaching, and helping them people grow. They share it with 5. You've got 25 people on your team. They share it with 5, 125 already. They go on to share it with 5. You've got 625 people. And then they share it, 3,125 people on your team. And you started here with 5. So that's the beauty of our business, is working together, sharing, building relationships, which I think is fantastic, because I've made so many friends through this business that I would never have even met. And it's pretty amazing. You just get to share this journey and be a part of a team that inspires you and helps you grow as a person. So thank you, Stace, for letting me just share how our business can just change people like that.
Babe, thank you for sharing with us.
Okay.
Appreciate that. I'm just going to flick over to Krista real quick. She's going to give us a biz share and run us through a couple of other things. Over to you, babe.
Thanks, Stace. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Krista and I'm in Coffs Harbour with Stacey and Casey. Yay for Coffs Harbour. Sorry, I'll try that again. I am a mum of 2 children, Nicholas, who is 14, and Caitlin, who is now 9. And at the moment, I'm not working. I just do my online business purely full-time. And my husband works for himself as an electrician. So the business came into my life about 15 months ago. And it came at a time where we were quite desperate. my husband had been out of work. He'd been made redundant from his job, and he hadn't been working for 3 months. And with 2 kids to feed and rent and stuff to pay, we were desperate. And we'd been on the products because we'd seen the amazing results with the products. We had such great results. So I decided that it was time for me to do something to help out with the finances and all of that sort of stuff. And I said yes, and I was terrified, absolutely terrified. I was certain I was making the biggest mistake of my life. I even had to borrow the startup fee from my parents because we didn't have it. I literally didn't have enough money in my account to pay it. So it was a big leap of faith for me, but it has worked out so beautifully. We have had so many great results. I've met all these amazing people who I get to call friends. And if I hadn't known about it, I may not have met Evie, and I wouldn't know Stacey, and I wouldn't know Casey, I wouldn't know Liv or Sasha. There's so many people or Leanne. I mean, I already knew Leanne, but she would be on my team. And it's just a way of like reconnecting with people and having that relationship that I think we all crave. It's a really big part of our lives. And I know as women, we often sort of go looking for that sort of thing, and in the workplace, it's a bit difficult to find it. Some people are lucky and they find it in their workplace, and that's amazing. I was not one of those people. I found it very difficult to find that relationship I was looking for. So these girls have been beautiful and amazing, and I'm very lucky to have them in my life. As far as the business is concerned, I have been really lucky. There's bonuses at every level of the business, which is really exciting. And that's a big part of how the business is. There's no one person that's better than another person or any of that sort of stuff. We're all here together doing what we want to do, and we're all able to achieve bonuses and earn some money and help each other be what we want to be, whatever that is, whether that's funds for travelling or, just to pay the grocery bill like it was for me, or if it's something else. So there's quite a few bonuses involved in it. I think the most recent promotion that I got, there was a $600 bonus just for that promotion. So that's pretty amazing that we are able to achieve those sorts of things. I have never had a bonus like that in my working career ever. So to have it as well as pay is really exciting. So, there's so much that we're looking forward to in the future. There's a trip to Perth next year for our conference, our Australian conference, and possibly, if we can wrangle it, there's also possibly a trip to America for the American conference as well. And these are things that we would never have done if I hadn't said yes. So, if this resonates with you at all, please, talk to one of us. We're more than happy to help you, and we'd love to have you with us. We just love it. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Krista. Totally agree with you. I love me a bonus. Ha! We all love a little extra money on the side. Yes, anyway. So, Juice Plus, in closing, thanks everyone for jumping on. It was super fun, super great to get this off and running. So Juice Plus really for me is about building up a better body through nutrition. We don't always feel prevention, and I love knowing that my immune system and my heart are strong, that my body is healthy, and this little bubby in here is thriving due to the me flooding my body with whole foods. I don't want to be a statistic or fall victim to cancer or disease, and I sure as hell don't want that for my family or friends either. Anyone can do this business, and anyone can benefit from Juice Plus. We all come from different walks of life, and our diversity is actually a strength in this business. It's the stories that we've heard tonight that are crucial. Real people with real results. Like Leanne shared with her children and her brain fog and her stabilized weight now, and her partner experiencing hair growth. And Evie's eczema, like I know because I've run out of berries and I've got this little patch of eczema reforming on my hand because I haven't had them. If this resonates with you in any way, we'd love for you to ask more questions. For me, once I got over all of my fears and expectations, I saw that this ticked all the boxes. For me, the flexibility of working around my babies, the amazing empowered women that I get to link arms with and raise up, the mission-driven company that I get to be a part of. You know, I've always dreamed of helping people, and I just never knew what avenue